Hello, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. Welcome to EFA121 on this Wednesday, July 22nd. Rats, Ratas, Ratti, Ro. If I had any other language, I'd say them, right? I'm practicing my languages. But rats, like how many rats have we created in COVID-19? And I've talked about this on previous EFAs back in March and April, and how my previous background and enforcement, how many people would rat on people. It was mind-boggling. Like your 411s and your 311s and all those kind of numbers you guys have around the nation, around your world, around your planet. As enforcement individuals, it's a major revenue generation system. Revenue generation system from rats. People calling in on people, right? And the reason I'm getting into this is like people not wearing the masks, okay? Those that don't want to wear the mask, they're going to public places because there's a lot of information out there. Governments, like a province of Ontario, correct me if I'm wrong on this July 22nd, they're not going to enforce it, but there's cities that are enforcing it, right? I.e. the city of Ottawa, and there's signs on every window. But they also say if you have medical conditions, et cetera, that you don't have to disclose, and et cetera, you're allowed. You're allowed not to wear the mask. But why do we have these videos? We have these videos around the world, whether it's Canada, U.S., etc. People being slammed to the ground by law enforcement. And I'm going to tell you why the law enforcement is doing it, but why is law enforcement showing up, right, for people not wearing the mask? That's the question. Because we have rats. And here's my situation here. Law enforcement have to do their jobs. They have to do the job. Just when I was an enforcement officer, just like a bylaw officer, like the person that gives you the enforcement ticket for parking, et cetera, all those people that are the busybodies in the windows and calling, and this little device, right? Little device, like bang, call the police. Somebody's not wearing the mask. These ratas, that we have now, that we've created, the massive amount of calls, I'm sure, is just being generated, right? And that's why law enforcement show up. They show up because they got to do their jobs, just like I used to have to do my job. And people would call. I would sometimes you'd have to show up at the same job site 3, 4, 5, 6 times because of people that just the curtain FBIs. I've talked about this on previous EFAs. But what you're creating, you're destroying lives. You're actually destroying lives. And I know those out there that talk about, well, they should be wearing masks. And okay, I agree. They should be if you want to go that route. We have no choice. It's not a choice. It's not even a given choice because it's supposedly, if it's a medical condition, you don't have to wear it and that kind of stuff, et cetera, et cetera. Those that have asthma, when I was 350, my breathing sucked. I did. I wouldn't even want to see myself with a mask. And those that are wearing masks, mandatory mask businesses out there, and I take my hat off to you for doing so 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, 5 days a week, regardless. You're wearing your mask all the time to meet the rules and regulation. Some of you are coming clean. It's like on a down and low. Like, I can't stand it. Like, I've had people telling me I can't stand it. I got to wear the mask all day. I'm like, you feel the difference. You feel the difference when you don't wear the mask. And these business individuals that have to deal with people day in, day out, and now they're wearing the mask day in, day out, 6, 7, 5 days a week. And those of you out there that wear it when you get in your car, right? They're all happy, and then they take it off after. Well, now the individuals out there have to wear it like 10, 8, 12 hours a day as a business. Every day, right? Every day they got to wear it, and they have to enforce it, and they do because they meet the rules and regulations. That's what they do. So now this world that we live in, and those that don't want to wear the mask are being subjected. They have to wear it. Like, it's not even a choice now, because even if they're told it's a choice, but you got to wear it, it's mandatory, but it's still a choice if you have conditions. Police are showing up. Police are showing up because people are calling the police on people. And those same individuals that are calling the police, I'll guarantee you, they probably hoard their face with fast food. Like, forget their health, right? Forget their health. That's just, let's put the Band-Aid, i.e. the mask, okay? The mask works, depending on which expert you believe. The mask works, right? In certain aspects. But my point is, the people that do a lot of the complaining are probably some of your most unhealthiest out there. 2, same individuals that probably throw the mask onto the dashboard, put it back on. It's on their rearview mirror. It's somewhere. It's in their glove compartment. It's in their purse. purse, it's in their wallet, it's in their pocket, it's somewhere. Then they put it back on, then they take it back off, then they put it back on, right? Because they participate. Hi ho, right? They participate. But they're the same individuals. A lot of those individuals are the ones in the windows calling the police and ratting people out, right? The Ratas, the Ratas, right? All those individuals. And that's what they do. And then law enforcement shows up, and then often things escalate because people are stressed. They're busy. There's businesses out there that I've talked about before. They didn't get kicked in the head. They got sledgehammered in the back of the skull, and they got nailed to wood, right? They just got nailed to wood, and they're being screwed every day, their businesses, right? And there's a lot of business out there, that 25% that people thought they were going to get, they don't get it. They don't even qualify. So there's so many businesses that got screwed so they can meet this system. And now we have a system that's going to keep giving people money and continue to have people work from home, right? Work from home. And then here's a little bit more food, right? Keep that, that little, thank you. I feel good, right? Keep those votes coming. Keep your rats on the phone, right? Give them a little bit of food. Keep them on the phone. Keep the revenue generation going. Keep your votes coming in. All that stuff. Keep that system growing, right? That system that you want. And in my country, and those that are out there, the EFA land in my country, another controversy. But it doesn't matter because they're made out of Teflon. They're dipped in Teflon. They're dipped, like literally, man. They're powder coated. Nothing sticks to them. And that'll go away to another scandal gone. It'll be, and if something happens, it'll be investigated. And years down the road, like a floozy, disappears, right? And that's what happens. And then the business people, you guys are getting it, continuously getting it. And then we have more rats on the phone calling on people that are not wearing a mask by those that are probably them themselves, their hygiene level. I could just imagine some of those people on the phone with the rat. If you were to go into their households, their hygiene level, the way they live, like. I'm telling you, the percentage of those individuals, what they see and what they do are two different things, right? But they're the ones on the phone. They're the ones ratting people out. They're the ones creating situations that are destroying people's lives. People's lives that don't deserve that, right? Just get them in, get them out. Once in a blue moon, you're going to get someone like that. And if you're that busy and that preoccupied to go and rat people out, there's a lot of volunteer work you can do around the world that your mouth could do a lot of service for, your hands or your feet could do a lot of walking and helping, right? So instead of getting on the phone and ratting people out, how about you go and volunteer and do something worthwhile? Jean-Guy Bourguignon, EFA121.